Alright, so I'm cutting this up and got the pieces here. This is basically just a low, like a low thing. I'm not really trying too hard. Just to make basic scenery. Practice for when I do the course that I'm planning on doing. It needs like a low temperature hot glue gun, foam. And I got this thing here is a hot wire cutter. Basic stuff. Alright, so all I have to do now is just paint the base. And after that, then we'll put ground on it. And we'll go from there. Alright, so the base is painted. Just gotta wait for it to dry, and then we'll be able to start the scenery. Not anything spectacular, it's just a basic practice module more than anything else. Maybe I'll make more of them and I'll just stack them to end and stuff like that. Maybe make a course out of that, but it is, you just roll over here, go up this down the hump. It's just a simple trail ride more than a crawler course type thing with rocks, but this is basically just what I'm doing for now. Just something to mess around with. Okay, so after the paint's dried, next thing is take the glue. Support. It is, you just paint it. Get it all over. You want to try to get as much as you can. See a dry spot, try to cover it. Brush it out of the way. First thing I'm going to do is put down the dirt road, the trail, whatever you want to call it. Now, you can use simulated materials. I use real dirt that I sifted out of my yard, so you needn't worry about being too sloppy with this because I'm going to seal it. Dirt. Alright, so once the dirt's down, next thing to do is to wet the dirt. Alright, so I got a spray bottle. So the thing is, you just wet the dirt down good. You just don't want it moving. See a couple spots where it didn't completely cover. Just go back over. Recover it. And just re-wet it. Once you do that, this is a mixture of white glue and water. This just helps the glue set. To help the dirt set, sorry. I mean, the idea is you're just you gotta be careful not to spray too much like I did there, or you can make it run. Now, you can always, again, go back and see it fell too much, just give it a little spray with it, just check for runoff. Next thing to do is to cover the rest of this. So let's start out with a basic cover. This is stuff that you can get at any model train shop or online. It's just basic model rubber material. You just start to cover your area that you want to. Probably put some other stuff on here. The idea is you just want to cover this up. In fact, we'll just speed this up a little bit. Now I'm going to put a little bit on the road, a trail or whatever, because it's supposed to be there, but it's supposed to be just a little bit overgrown. So, covered up most of it. So now, because I want this stuff to stick a little better, I got this just normal hairspray. And what it does is it acts as like an extra grip. And one thing about techniques of doing this is similar to model train making. In fact, it's the same exact methods. Again, the hairspray is just acting as a sealant against this. Now, something I want to try is this stuff. It's just normal cooking chives that you use. So I want to make it look like some vine areas. It's like a thick layer of same thing. Now we're going to blend it. Let the hairspray rain down. So once this dries, I'm going to come back and do some other stuff. In fact, there's one more thing I can do, so just hang in there with me a minute. Okay, so another thing I have is this static grass machine. And how it works is, you have a nail here, you simply push it into the ground, and if the ground's a static charge in this thing, and you just simply a little more. You may not be able to see the texture on the camera, but it's definitely there. And basically what this thing does is it's little fibers you dump in this thing, and it gives it basically a static charge and makes the little fibers stand up and simulate grass. I think at this point, I think we can call that good. So, let this dry overnight, and then I'm going to add some small details to it. And like sticks and things to simulate fallen timber. At some point down the road, I'll add a tree, but I'm going to put the other details in, and then after it dries, then we'll turn it back on and we'll get to see what it looks like when it's finished. Alright, so finally get to the end of the video, and figured I'd have a little crawling action since I built this thing. I may actually build more to this. This is just a test sample. But I do have plans for a bigger crawling course in one room in my house, so it'll be indoor, all kinds of different things in it, but this is just a test sample, like I said. So, you know, if you guys ever want to build one of these, it's a good way to do it. Just an inexpensive way, really. The materials go pretty far, so enjoy. sure if they're able to turn it around, but why not? Don't have to do that, what they call hand of God. Drive it right off. And just back it up. Well, I was thinking about, I'm going to take a close look at the work here. This basically is a dirt trail climbing up and over this hump and then down this side. Just like a patch of just, I don't know, plants of some sort. Let's just pick this up and move it out of the way a second. Here's like a little hump, you know, that you guys saw earlier, and more plant life. Eventually I want to add more stuff to this, but you know, maybe like build an extension piece here, make it a nice little portable crawling course. Well, we'll see. So like I said, you know, enjoy what you see. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Ring the bell for notifications, and I will catch you in the next video.